Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. Today I have two Dollar Tree DIYs for you, so let's get right into it with the first one. The first one, I am going to use this white square plate and this mug from the Dollar Tree. I'm also using this images that I printed out off my computer. I just Googled vintage bunnies and eggs, and these are the images that came up that were free, and I printed them out. I'll have the link down below for you if in case you want to try and use it. I am going to first use my little sponge, and I am Mod Podging the back of it so that I could stick it down in the middle of my plate, like so. And then I'm just pressing it down and spreading it out, make sure there's no bubbles. And then what I'm going to do is go back in with the Mod Podge, and I am going to go over it to kind of seal it so that it doesn't curl up or anything like that. And then I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to get the mug and we're going to do the same process. So now I'm going to take my other image and I'm going to put the Mod Podge on the back of that, and then I'm going to stick that on my mug. Now with the mug, depending on what type of mug you get, just be really careful. Make sure that you don't leave any bubbles, because the mug can be kind of tricky to get these paper images on there so that there's no bubbles or wrinkling or anything like that. So I really had to use my finger to kind of really smooth it out without tearing my paper. And then of course I went over it with the Mod Podge as well to seal it so that it would stay really nice and wouldn't curl up on me. And this part is really simple. It's super easy, and these images are really pretty, and there's a ton of images you can pick that are free, but I'll make sure I have that link down below for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a little bit of color, this plate, because it was just too white for me. And I decided to go in with some pink acrylic paint that I have had for a while. You can use any paint you want. This is just pink acrylic paint that I had on hand. And I'm using a makeup sponge, and I'm just dabbing it into the paint, dabbing a little bit on my paper, and then I'm just going around the edges of the plate. Now you could do this as thick as you want, as far in on the plate as you want. It's your preference. I just did a little bit around the edges, and then I went back around again and just did a little bit more because I felt like it needed more. I mean, you just use your own judgment, and then of course use any color you want. I mean, anything that goes with your decor or any color you prefer, that's what you use. I could have did blue with this, or green, or yellow. I mean, you know, you could pick any Easter colors. But I just chose to do pink because that was part of what my decor is going to be. Have a lot of pinks in it this year for Easter. A lot of pastels. I love vintage Easter. And I just keep going around it, and I keep turning the plate, being careful not to, you know, mess up. But you can't really mess this up too bad because you could just wipe it off with your finger or a wipey. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing on the mug, and I'm just going to do the top of the mug with this one. And then once I do that, I'm going to let both of those dry, and now it's dry by the magic of video. And what I did is I took some craft foam from the Dollar Tree. You can find these round ones there, and I just hot glued the bottom of the cup and stuck the foam in. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these flowers and some of those eggs off of the pick that I purchased, and I'm going to put some of this moss in the cup, and I'm just going to make this little cute little scene inside my cup with the little chicks and the eggs and some flowers. Super pretty, super springy and Easter, and I love these colors. Now this pick I did get from Michael's. It's not from the Dollar Tree. But it was very cheap. It was only 99 cents, so it was still $1. And then I took one of these little chicks that I also got from Michael's, and these were $1.99, I believe. So I paid $2 for those. But these picks, these flowers were from the Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love these little tiny roses. They are so pretty, and they look so real. They're very realistic, and if you see these, you got to get them because they are just so pretty. So I had these yellow ones and pink ones, and so I decided to stick some of those in here. And I will go back in and hot glue everything in, but I'm just kind of showing you how I went in and was using my wire cutters to cut them off, you know, to make them smaller, of course, and to stick them in my little cup. And then I'm also going to come in with some of this greenery. This bunch I got at Walmart. I believe this was also 97 cents. This was one of their 97-cent picks that they have there at Walmart. So I stuck a few of those in there. I wanted some more little green leaves and things around my little chick. And then I'm just going in with my glue gun and I'm just kind of sticking them in and making sure they're in there really good. I didn't want to get carried away with too much glue because I can always, you know, change this next year and take out whatever flowers and change the flowers up or whatever I feel like doing. So I didn't really want to mess around too much with making sure it was permanent. I wanted to make sure it was just semi-permanent. So what I'm doing is I am just going in and gluing down my little eggs, which are so cute. This pick was so cute. And Michael's has a lot out right now. So definitely check Michael's, Hobby Lobby. They're all having sales on their spring stuff right now. Now these picks I did get from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to stick those in. I am going to trim down that onion grass that came on these picks as well. I decided to go in with one of these as well. I'm sorry, I do not remember the names of these flowers. I'm not really good with names of flowers. So I'm just going to tell you, I don't know what that is, but it's pretty and I liked it, so I stuck it in there. And I stuck a couple of these in there. And I did trim down the grass a little bit because it was a little too long. But I did that after once I got it all in and situated. I just did a little haircut on my onion grass and trimmed it down a little bit. And that's it. And I stuck whatever ones that fell. I decided to stick those in between. And I just kind of stuck them in there. And there it is. Oh, nice and cute. Isn't it cute? I love it. Love the way it turned out. So this is them together. And I absolutely love this DIY. I love the way it turned out. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And next, we're going to go on to DIY number 2. This one was super fun, guys. So get ready. I'm using the foam dice that you get at Dollar Tree. These moss bunnies, some regular moss, and some of those stick on with like wall decals, right? From Dollar Tree, and they're pastel colors, so they're really good for Easter right now. So what I did is I took some of my Waverly Chalk white paint, and I am going to cover all of these. Now you need 11 of them to spell out Happy Easter because that is what we are going to do. But you can really spell it anything you want. You could do spring, you can do whatever you want, but I wanted to do Happy Easter. So I colored all of them, let them dry. And now I'm going to go in with my pastel letters and start sticking them down on my little cubes. So these are really cool to have right now at this type of season for spring and Easter because there are these light, pretty, summery colors. And I really love these letters. So I love using Dollar Tree's wall decals. I think they're super cool. So after I got them all stuck down, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sticking them together. So I'm using my hot glue gun and I am just putting a little bit on the side of my cubes and then I'm sticking them next to each other like so, and I'm just pushing them together, making sure they're staying, making sure they're even on top. And I just keep doing that with each one of these cubes. Super fun and really cheap to make, guys. And this came out so stinking cute. You are going to love it. And I'm just going to keep, oh, I got a little glue on there. Did you see that? And I just keep going. And I think I already did the happy. I'm just showing you the Easter because I don't show you both of them because it's kind of boring just to watch me sit here and glue, right? But I think you kind of get the point of what I was going for here. And then I put that aside, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my last Y on my happy. And we're going to stick this whole thing on top of the other one. And that's what I did. I just glued it down to the top, and I took my little moss bunny and I stuck him on the side, and I did give him a little bow as well. I just used some twine and gave him a little bow. And now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to pour some hot glue in these little corners that you see, these little cracks in between, because I kind of offset the happy on the top of this. And then I just got my moss and I'm just putting some hot glue and just sticking it in there. Just be careful not to burn your hands. I have, of course, my little finger protectors on because I always burn my fingers. Always. I'm no good with the glue gun. And then I actually went on top as well and did some moss up there too to give it a little something. And I did it in a couple spots. And then once I did that, I decided that I also wanted to come in with some flowers too, which you'll see in a minute. But that's how it looks with the moss. Super cute. And now those are the flowers. And I just went in and grabbed one of my Dollar Tree picks. These are the ones I liked, the pink ones. And I had some pink and white ones. And I just stuck them in between my moss. And that's it, guys. This is was the cutest, most fun. I mean, I love doing the cup and the plate, but I really love doing this one too. It came out so cute. My kids absolutely adore it. And there's the last one, and there it is. And now I'm going to show you it all nice and done. Tell me what you think about this DIY too. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. Just don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.